Hi, everybody. It's Debbie. You're at Your Home, Your Happy Place. If you're new, welcome. Thanks for joining me today. Thank you to all, well, we're at 2,400 at the moment, viewers that came to watch my last video. And I know it was just chatting, but boy, did it resonate with a lot of you. So many of you are purging, organizing. You're way ahead of me. Many of you are also going to a more calming color for your winter decor. And I'd love to hear more. If you are somebody who doesn't typically comment, I'd love to get to know you. I really love, I see the repeats of people's names, and I just feel like we have a little bit of a friendship going on, and I think you guys feel the same way. So it's such a joy to be back, and I can't wait to get started with 2026 decorating, which is what we're doing today. So my first and easiest spot in the house is always going to be this kitchen tablescape. And that's where we're starting because my inspiration color for this little area time of January, February is that milky green plate I showed you. And so we're going to use that as the basis for a simple, very simple tablescape that you could do. You could do it in your dining room, but I think it's more suitable, it's casual for your kitchen. And then I'm gonna stop along the way and say, hey, if you're not doing Valentine's, this is a good place to stop. Also, I wanna give you a real quick peek. I'm gonna turn the camera around. Our house looks pretty much like this right now. The entryway is empty, 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 and there's little piles here and there where we're still decluttering, but the biggest is upstairs. So what I had told you is we are starting with my studio office upstairs, and I just made a mistake when I was doing the ordering of furniture. You know, sometimes you have to live in a place for a while to figure out if it's working for you. And fortunately for us, most of the furniture has worked out beautifully. But up in my studio office, I've never had one that big, sort of. I mean, we were in a house for 2 years, and I do want to show pictures. As I was cleaning out the office, I found pictures of that house. I kind of want to do something where I show, maybe I'll put it in the community post and just show you pictures and talk about it. I don't know how many pictures I can do, but I'll do multiple because I think it's fun to see where people lived. And also when you see some of the same furniture. Now, all of the furniture in that studio office there has all been given away. Well, no, some of it's in the basement at our other house, but it's not being used. The point is, I bought a writing desk, which I love, versus the kind that have the file drawers. And I have tons of books. So I just bought a couple bookcases, a little different, but they all matched my furniture. And it didn't work because I have things that need drawers and I have things that need cabinets. And it was hard because you've already spent money on that, and I want to find different places to use those in a good way in this house. Sometimes we make the mistake of trying to force a piece of furniture in places because we don't want to get rid of it. And I have to make sure that what I'm doing is going to work. But I'm going to give you a sneak peek at the end of the furniture. My husband got it all put together in one weekend, and I am starting to sort through the items and get the room back to a usable space. And I can't wait to share it with you. All right, are you ready for the first tablescape of 2026? Simple, calm, but Valentine's. Let's go. I like to start off talking about my table and chairs situation because a lot of you are in my age group, and if you're not, you've got little kids, I'm just telling you, indestructible. Whatever they do, it doesn't harm this. I love this table and chairs for that purpose. I have a gorgeous set I kind of would love to bring here from our little cottage. And it was supposed to come here. We had no intention at the time that we were going to build a house where we used to live. And we ended up just keeping a lot of our good furniture up there rather than transport it. And we bought less expensive, but like I said, indestructible. With 7 grandkids, it's kind of important. And it has built-in table leaves, just one, I think. So it really stretches out and can fit a lot of people. Anyway, I'll see if I can link it below. I know it's still available and it is a reasonable price. All right, I wanted to say, did I need a table runner on my table? Let me tilt it down and show you. I really didn't, but these are the placemats I'm going to use. And if you notice the color, it does not pop at all. And this is a heart, so I really want to see it a little bit. I looked at table runners. I thought I had a pink one. I haven't found it. I went through my Valentines and a little bit of my Easter. I have quite a bit of Easter bins. So what I'm using instead is just a plain white one. I mean, it's not that plain. It's really cute, but you know, you can pick something up. This is by Shabby Chic. You can pick something like this up at a TJ Maxx for sure. And it would be easily under $20. So I do think, despite the fact that I have a couple of Pottery Barn items, this could be replicated for very, very little money. So let's pop this down. This particular one is not going to go over and hang. It's just 72 inches. You don't have a lot of choice when you're going to some place like TJ Maxx. Most of them are only 72 inches. But I think it works for this. And by the way, we rearranged and decided to put this here. We do have grandkids coming back on Monday that I'm babysitting for the week while parents are enjoying an anniversary trip. So this is one of the easiest places for them to sit and eat, but I kind of like it and I think I'm going to keep it. So next layer is going to be my placemats. This is by Cupcakes and Cashmere, which tells me I did buy it at TJ Maxx. I like to use a charger usually, but these really cut what you'd see because of the hearts. So we're going straight to a plate. Plus, this is my everyday eating area. So I really don't need a charger today. Now, I will probably bring something in at Easter, so don't hold me to why I'm not using it, but we're going in with my prized color. And again, this is available in lavender and cream at Walmart. And you can just buy the single plates, which is all I did. Or you can buy the whole set, which is the salad plate, the dinner plate, and a bowl for just $23 and some cents. So I think it's a really good investment if you like the color. Bringing in my second color, soft. You know, you don't want to use something super bright on something like this. It will fight with it. So it's kind of, it's good to just kind of stay in that same, like, if I'm going with hot colors, like, I mean, bright, hot pink, then I should be using like a brighter green. It will just make it look much more intentional. It will feel better to your eye. This is a soft palette. So can I find a plate like this? I bet you I can link something on Amazon for sure, and maybe even Walmart. It's so similar and the tone great. You don't have to pay Pottery Barn prices. I love Pottery Barn, but they are high, and I don't recall what I paid for these. I may have gotten them on sale. If you check right now, I would imagine you can get something that's from the Christmas collection with a significant savings. Now, if I wanted to stop here, I still, you know, and I didn't want Valentine's. I could just use a different, a square or round placemat. Or if this is all I wanted for the Valentines, I would personally add either a cute bowl or a beautiful napkin and just call it done. And of course, do a centerpiece. But because I do want to bring in some more Valentines, I'm going to bring in another layer. And again, I saw these last year at Pottery Barn, and I just bought 4 of them because that's all I ever use here. Look at the difference. I mean, I just love. First of all, we're repeating a pattern right here. And then even this little fluting like it's a pie is kind of repeating this pattern. It's just beautiful. And the fact that it pops off of this pink and creamy white, it's gorgeous. This is another perfect stopping point. Again, you could put a cute napkin coming underneath. Here's what I would do. And maybe add your gold silverware since we've got a little gold trim there, and a cute little cup or glass and your centerpiece, and that would be great. Or maybe you could just put a cupcake or a little array of candies on it. There's all kinds of things. Oh, one of those little boxes of candy hearts. There's all kinds of ways you could just spruce this up, but I happen to have more things. So I love these bowls, and I know they were from TJ Maxx or Home Goods. I love that they've got the pink inside and then just barely there. I mean, we're staying in that same really soft color palette. And you might think, oh gosh, Debbie, that's just too much. But it absolutely fits that perfectly. So now I have a ruffled edge and I have a pink interior, and I'm so thrilled with this. And it says to me, I can have breakfast here. I can pop some cereal into this bowl, or if I want to do dinner and have a little soup. I mean, there's just a salad would look gorgeous in that. Can you imagine? So this is where I stopped. However, I was thinking about a napkin. I really don't feel like I want to do it. I don't want to go through it. But here's what I was thinking. We have those they're little wired heart things. I often use them. I'll probably use some in the kitchen because I have them. But I was thinking about cutting those and then twisting them around a very delicate napkin. Let me see. I don't know if I have the napkins. So I was thinking of a green napkin that I have, but it's probably in a bin. So this was what I had in my drawer. I love this. And because it's white, it can tie into that. But I can just imagine taking that and squishing it together with one of those little wires with the hearts on it. You could put it in here, but I think you've ruined that look. You could leave it out here, which would be perfect. And if you didn't want to use that, you could do one of those where you make it longer. I don't know if I could do this with one hand. There we go. And then just thread it underneath. Probably I'd go in between these 2 plates with it and let some of this hang out. But I'm not going to do that. So we're going to next add our cups or our glasses. You've seen these many times before. These are glass, but I also have them in plastic. And I'm pretty sure I'm able to link them from Amazon. I've had mine for years, and I'm pretty sure, again, that I bought mine at Southern Living Home Party. I think that's what they used to call them. Many of you also chime in that you have things from there. So let's do a very simple centerpiece. I loved the color and the glass on this. I already had it. Obviously, I haven't lit it. And then I needed to freshen up some of my flowers. You know, over time, this turns yellow and I don't know, they just start to look bad. And I was looking at, I needed some sheets, so I was at TJ Maxx and I saw these and I thought they are the perfect addition. And so I'm calling this tablescape done. Well, thank you for joining me. I hope you got some inspiration, whether it was color story, whether it was layering, whether it was just the idea that maybe you do want to do a little Valentine's after all, because you have some stuff. And I'm going to link everything I can below, but know this. None of that's really, except for those green plates. That's still available at Walmart. I've had mine for at least 2 years, maybe longer. But everything else outside of those little flowers was old. So I'll be finding similar items. Plus, the Pottery Barn things are not available anymore anyway. So I'll be looking for some less expensive options if you're looking to do something kind of similar. And I will try to remember if I can link this table. If somebody's looking for a very hardy table you could do crafts on. I mean, kids painted on this. They did markers. We got it all off. It's so simple. All right, let's stop for a second and take a peek at what my husband built for me for my office. So the whole base is done. He's going to take a nap. But I'm thinking before he goes to bed, we are short just 2 bookcases up here. Honestly, well, who knows what it'll look like when the 2 bookcases are up there. At the moment, I feel like it makes my room look bigger. I really, really like it. You guys, I love that. It is really working out. There are some things that aren't working out, and we'll get to it when I really do the reveal, but overall, it's going to be a game changer for that room for me. And it was easy to put together. It took time because there's a lot of pieces. What else do I want to say? I thought it was very reasonably priced. I will link it below. It's a Wayfair product and it comes in many different configurations, and even the bookcases on top, they could have come with closed glass doors. So I'm just going to link it and then you can kind of look around on Wayfair at the other options that are available if you're in the market for something that is a really good quality storage piece at a really smart price. All right. Don't forget, in my Amazon storefront, which is amazon.com/shop/your home, your happy place, you will find the first store, which is 2026 favorites, my favorites. I think that's pretty much what it is. That has everything so far that I've ordered, whether it's my Bana, my cleaning supplies, some of my organization things that you haven't seen yet, a lot of doggy stuff. So I will keep adding to that as we go on, room to room, getting things purged, donating, giving to family, or tossing, and getting each room to function for me. That is my goal this year. I hope to hear more from you in the comments. A lot of you just really resonated with where I'm at, and so I hope to see you there. And don't forget, if you're not subscribed, it's free. Give me a like, please. It will help my channel get to more people, and I love having more people to connect with. I'll see you next time at Your Home, Your Happy Place. Bye, guys. Mwah.